Hello, 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 and welcome, true art believers. I hope you're doing well tonight on this very, very late live stream. This is Pearson here. I am the #1 live art streamer in the world, and you are watching 500 Days of Drawing. Today is day 491 of 500 Days of Drawing. We are doing another cactus just to kind of bide the time. So let's get started, man. Wrong one. Alrighty, man. Let's get a little bit of a little bit of music. A little bit of music, not a lot of it, just a little bit. All right, man. I just want to say it's been a while, it's been a minute, but I'm back in action, and I'm happy to be here. Happy to be here, you know. And we're just gonna like really go at it. We're just gonna really go at it and try to go as fast as we can with this because it just makes things easier. The faster that this drawing goes, the more pleasant I feel. All right, let's press B, around center. There we go. Enter, deselect. All right, now it's time for I don't know, man. We're gonna be doing some handy dandy brayer action. So it's just been a while. It's been a long day. I don't got nothing to talk about. It really sucks. I was thinking about what I should be talking about, and it just completely escaped me. I was like, you know, should I talk about this? Should I talk about that? Nope. Ooh, look at that. Let's kind of go. There we go. Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, so I don't really know what I should be kind of talking about. There we go. It's kind of playing around here. Just having fun. Yeah, man. Here we are. Just enjoying the day, getting this light. I don't like this red color, to be honest with you. I think it's kind of like it's pretty ugly, which is probably another reason why I should do something else. Ooh, that's a little rough. Ooh, I kind of like that though. All right, now let's go to vinyl brush. The vinyl brush. I don't know what I should be talking about. I don't have anything to say today. It's just been a long day. My main focus right now is to get this live stream done, to get the drawing done. That's all I'm thinking about right at the moment. I don't really have anything interesting going on. Just want to say that it's every day I do one of these live streams. It's kind of a miracle, actually. There's something like it really is a miracle because I'm just lucky to kind of get these things to do one each day because it's just I don't know. It's not always a good time to do any of these. Let's see. Just gonna add some stripes here. And I think that will be that. And we're gonna use a rake, and we're just gonna kind of add some rake brushes, marks here. What's a ghost rake? Ooh, I kind of like that. There we go. And I think that's that for the background. Just trying to keep it, try to get the background done in like 5 minutes or so. I think that's a good like framework, a good time frame to kind of get that done. Whew. Oh man. Let's see here. We're going to go ahead and get the paintable brushes here. And we're just going to draw a simple like cactus. Now, I had this question asked to me. It was asked earlier today, or asked on my YouTube channel. Like, so why cactus? And you know, I don't really have a good answer for that. I think the reason why is because the main reason why is I can do them. I can do one relatively quick. I can do a cactus drawing in like 30 minutes. And when you're crunched for time, right? And you don't have the availability of like, you know, like the luxury to just spend time. 30 minutes is a lifetime for me right now. So the reason why I do cactuses is because I can do them in a relatively short amount of time. But there's some other reasons why. It's like a low like mental, like you use a low, like it doesn't use a lot of your mental power, like processing power. You know, it's just a very simple drawing to do, and I can do it casually. And for the most part, sometimes I can talk about it, right? I can talk at the same time as I'm drawing. While if I'm doing something that involves me thinking and like observing and really working, I can't really talk when I'm doing a art project that is requiring more of my mental capacity. Not to say that like the drawings require a lot of mental, like a lot of thinking, but like, you know, it's like you're not talking when you're doing things that require focus. Generally, you don't talk. And that's why I do these cactuses, because I can talk while I do them. Generally, it doesn't require a lot of focus to do. And I'm not trying to like belittle these cactus drawings and make them feel less than they are. You know, they still require skill. They require a lot of repetition. They require they require some kernel of focus. You know, you do have to draw them, right? And you do have to do them well, and it takes skill to do it, and it just takes time and effort and all that fun jazz, right? But for the most part, I don't really have an answer as to why I draw a cactus. I think it has to go. If I go back to when I was doing like my second 100 drawings, or second batch of drawings on my live streams, I was doing like 200 days of drawing, and I did like from day 200 to 300, or was it day 100 to 200? I did like 100 cactus drawings, you know. And so like it was kind of like a reminder of the past. Maybe it's kind of like an easy image that I can recreate over and over again. It's the same reason why you see on Instagram, you see a lot of people draw like faces that are very similar, you know, very similar in style, very similar in how they look. That's the same reason. Even though that they're kind of masking it in different, they're masking it. It looks a little bit, they're the same, but they're different. They are concealing the similarities to some degree. So it's the same reason, but only mine is a little bit more simplified. Their subject matter is obviously a little bit more complex, but they're doing the same like face or the same figure. They're doing that kind of stuff. So like, it's the same reason. It's familiarity. It's just familiar. It's easy to do, and I can do it while I'm talking. And as you notice at the very beginning of these live streams, it takes me a little while to get warmed up, like to talk, to have a conversation with myself, because that's really what's happening. It's like I have to have a conversation with myself, man. It's really weird. It really is weird. It's like an audio journal, like I'm journaling via audio file, right? I think I'll leave it like that. Yeah, so it's like you're doing an audio journal, but I don't really. This is not like a blog for me. I guess it could be. I'm not really cataloging my art career, or art in general. If I was cataloging my art, I would probably I would probably have to do more live streams, or longer live streams. Because the type of art that if I was doing my own art, the type of art that I do takes a while. It just takes time for me to do. But I'm not doing any fantastic art right now. This is art, but it's more like I'm checking off a number. Like I'm meeting my daily live stream requirement. It's kind of like someone who says, okay, I'm going to do 10 push-ups a day, or I'm going to walk a mile. That's what it really is for me. It's kind of like, this is my walking in the morning, or walking for 30 minutes a day. So I'm not like completely rusty at drawing, but I'm not really getting better to an extent. I'd like to get better. It's just right now, I sound like I'm making a bunch of excuses. Well, you know what? Parenting is probably a great excuse. It's super hard. Like, it is a great excuse because it works. Because it's more time consuming than you'd ever think it would be. Like, it's so time consuming. Like it's the fact that any person gets anything done as a parent, is a miracle, right? You got all these things you got to do every day, that just take time, and yeah. So I don't think I'm getting better at my art. I'm maybe just, maybe something is improving. I can't tell. It's very hard to see any marginal improvement. I know that when I was starting the 100 heads challenge, I know that there was some growth happening, and I want to get back to doing that as soon as possible. I just got to catch back up on these live streams, and I've been having some business, some entrepreneurial business related things that have been kind of taking up more time than I expected, and which is a good thing. I'm not disappointed at that. I'm not mad that that's the case. It's a very good thing that it's taken up that time. And because of that, though, I'm not able to have the time forgiveness, or the time. I don't have that, what would you call it? That freedom that I like, or that freedom in my time that I like. I was supposed to do my live streaming yesterday, but I was celebrating a birthday, and I was gone all day. And then I came home, and I was like, no, I've been gone all day. Literally, it's not even fun doing that. It's not even fun doing a live stream. one of the reasons why I wanted to do live stream because it was fun and it was exciting. But now after doing so many of them, it can be like, oh, this is a job, and now it's not as fun as exciting, and also it's stressful. And so like I don't want to do these live streams after like just working all day. It's weird because what I'm doing, I'm also what else I'm doing is I'm also listening to like these motivational podcasts, these motivational like books on tape, and they'll tell you to like just do it. They're like, just do the things that you hate, or just do those things that you know are good for you, even though it's going to interrupt your sleep schedule, right? Just do it. And I'm like, no, I can't. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to crash my just throw my sleep to my sleep schedule to the garbage heap just because I wasn't able to maintain my I just wasn't able to maintain the I don't know, whatever it was. my live stream trend. But I'm here and we're cranking on it, we're working, cracking on it, and that's all I can say. So we're doing fine. I'm doing fine, and you know. So that's it. There you go, kind of do something like that. And now let's go ahead and do the sand. I'm kind of taking a little bit long time here. But man, just wish I really need to sit down. I talk about this all the time. I just don't know how. I don't have anything to say. Like I never do. I don't have anything like significant to say. Like I can't filibuster on like stupid politics. Can't filibuster on. I guess I've lost like interest in things. And I think, what was it, like a comedian like Bill Burr was talking about how in order to be a really good comedian, you got to like try out new things, and you got to have like an interest to try new things, because that's where your content, your comedy set comes from, is from you observing new things in your life. And my day is just a giant blur of literally doing eBay, laundry, dishes, and making breakfast and lunch. And I don't go out to eat, so I like make breakfast and lunch. It's all made by hand, and cleaning dishes, and then hoping enough that I squeeze enough time to do the live stream before I go to work, or do the live stream after work. I don't like doing a live stream after work, but if I have to, I will do it. Like today, as you can see, this is me kind of sucking it up and doing my live stream late at night. And it's not an enjoyable experience for me for the most part, because it really does crush my like sleep schedule. Getting less than 7 hours of sleep is not fun. Like you hear these stories of all these people in these like, what was it, like one guy, like this guy, like he's like a big bodybuilder dude he's like a chef for like the White House. I don't know if he still is, but like I think that's whatever. But big dude, he has like, he talked about how he only sleeps like 1 to 3 hours a day. And I'm like, that sounds awful. Like, how do you do that? Like how do you do it? Like, I mean, like, literally, how do you do that? You know? Without, disrupting your health. There's a lot of people that can do that. Like, I think Dolly Parton, man, talk about high what'd she do? Like, she's high operating. Dolly Parton, like, she gets up at like 3 a.m. in the morning. She only gets like 5 hours of sleep. She's been doing that for years. And I think I talked about this in the past, because it's just so crazy that you can do that. And some people are outliers, you know, and you'll have people that say that that you can just do it and you'll be okay. You'll be tired at first, but you know, some people. The reason why you sleep is there are some studies behind this where, like, I read that one of the reasons why you sleep is there's a chemical that your brain produces throughout the day, and sleeping like washes, like rinses that chemical out. Like, I think it would be like the equivalent of like a of lactic acid buildup, you know. Like, so like when you do a lot of curls or push-ups or squats and or whatever, you start getting lactic acid buildup in your muscles, and it starts like creating fatigue. And so like your brain does that. It creates it it starts building up like this chemical in your brain, and it's one of the things that is like the muscle equivalent of fatigue, or the brain equivalent of like lactic acid buildup. And some people can just filter out that chemical more efficiently than others, and that's one of the reasons why they can sleep for less amount of time. And they'll probably say that they're like, I just kind of like mind over matter. I just kind of willed it to be. And then for some reason, you can make that argument, but for some people, like, they're just like literally genetically born that way, where they can just do that. And yes, I would agree. You would probably you could pick the argument. You could state the fact that they'd probably be better off getting more sleep, you know. But they can operate at a much higher level than other people with less sleep than the average person, you know. And I don't particularly enjoy doing these live streams late at night. It's hard. It's hard on me. It's tiring. You know, I'm fatigued. Don't necessarily talk really well. Like, it takes me a little while for me to kind of get warmed up or get acclimated to this conversation. As you can kind of tell, like early on, I just like I didn't have anything to say, and I still don't have anything to say. I'm not really even like saying anything of like substance. And that's, I guess, though, you could say that to like almost everyone on YouTube, to be honest with you, man. Because I'll be watching stuff on YouTube, and you could watch 5 individuals and they'll all say the same thing, you know, just slightly different versions of the same thing, you know. And like, there's some truth to that, right? It's not like that's out of the ordinary. But yeah, I just don't have much to say most of the time, mainly because I just want to focus on the drawing. I just want to get the drawing done, and I want to do it well. And it's kind of like the same reason why they during like a golf game, they have everyone be quiet while the professional golfers putting, because they need to focus, right? Drawing's no different. You got to use hand-eye coordination. You gotta process information no different than anyone else, right? And so drawing is no different. You're using your brain, and you're using your eyesight, and you're using hand-eye coordination to move along the drawing surface. It takes focus, man. It's not like it's an easy walk, you know. And to be quite honest with you, like, I've seen a lot of live streams where there's no talking, a lot of art live streams where there's no talking, you know, and because you got to focus, like, that's, you just do. Like, it's a mentally intensive action. That's all it is. It's like, it's a mentally intensive action. The fact that I'm doing this, in my opinion, is pretty sweet. Like, the fact that I'm able to talk and to do these live streams and do do a relatively decent, like, cartoony, like, you know, cartoonish, like, Cactus is is not a miracle, but definitely a skill that I've learned through time. So I think I'm done with this. I think what I'm going to do, not done with it, not done, but I'm done with the cactus part for the most part. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add some highlights. I'm going to add two things actually. I'm going to do like the pore thing using the skin texture. But yeah, I live like a boring life. Actually, I'm not boring. It's just very like regimented. Like I just know what I'm going to be doing. Like my whole from like 5 o'clock in the morning till about noon, I know exactly what I'm going to be doing, like to a T, you know. And it sucks that that's like the case. Gonna add some of that. Boo, boo, boo. And then we're gonna erase it. Take the eraser. But yeah, it's just it's not suck. It doesn't suck. There's something to be. There's something like. There's something that is kind of. What would you call it? It's kind of reassuring about doing these, doing a live stream. I mean, about knowing what you're going to be doing at a certain time frame. What's nice about it is like you don't have to worry about like you don't have to like wonder about what you're going to be doing. You just know that you're going to do these things in this sequence, and that's just what you do every day. And I feel that through time, that's going to yield something of value. What that is, I don't know. I don't know what it yields. I mean, like at the very least, it's going to mean that I don't know. I don't have to worry about what I'm going to be doing or what I'm going to be doing at this time or where I'm going to be at because I know exactly what I'm going to be doing. So when people ask me, "So what are you doing at noon?" Like, "Oh, this is what I'm going to be doing at noon. I'm making lunch." You know, or I'm just going to be wrapping up my eBay and then I'm going to be folding some clothes and doing some dishes, you know. You know, like what are you going to be doing then? Like, what? That's what I'm going to be doing. I like using this color. Add a little bit of that teal there. And then we're going to add a little bit of it on this side. Yeah, but there's something nice about just having a consistent schedule that you can kind of abide by each day. A lot of people don't like that because it feels like they're kind of like, you know, like they're being hindered, like they're like literally they're being hindered, like they don't have like they're. I can't explain it other than they feel that, yeah, just like it's just a giant hindrance, really. And people shouldn't think about it that. Think it like that, right? Because it's not a hindrance. It's actually kind of a blessing in disguise, knowing what you're going to be doing at any given moment, you know, or knowing what you got to what things that you have to do each day is always a good thing. Like I know that I got to do whatever it is each day, right? You know, some people, like for me, I know that I have to do a live stream, and I know that I have to put stuff on eBay. I know that I have to ship things out. I know that I have to make breakfast and lunch around a certain amount of time. I know that on my days off from my work, I know that I have to work out, usually after 7. I know that that's it. Like I know, like it's all the same thing every day. It's boring as f, you know. And people see that and they're like, that's a boring life. Like, well, I think, I think I disagree. Like, I think that it's there's something to be said about it. There's something nice to be said about it. Because it's the same thing. Like, you by setting up a consistent schedule that you kind of abide by, um, no matter what. Even though I have kind of fallen to the wayside with my live streams, um, you actually have more freedom because you have more time to do things because you know what you know what time you have available. You know, a lot of people do this nowadays, or they used to do this. I don't know if they still do. The like where people will just they won't make plans because they're waiting for the idea of they're waiting for this notion that something fun is going to happen during the weekend. So they're waiting for the party that may or may not arise, or the event that they're waiting for someone to ask them to do something for that week. You know, no one wants to make like definite plans, but you know, but I think that's changing though. Like, I think that changes when you get older. Actually, I don't think so. Um, I remember I was teased by like my family members about how they had to like literally schedule an appointment with me to like see me, because the reason why is because I had so much stupid stuff that I was doing, or stuff that I was doing or trying to do going on, that if they didn't schedule with me, I couldn't get them in, like I was a freaking doctor or something, but I wasn't. It was just like I couldn't get them in because um, if they didn't schedule something with me, I was going to fill that time up with something else, you know, and that's what's reassuring about having like not necessarily a set schedule, because I don't plan this stuff out at night. I just know that I'm going to be doing this. Now, the time that I do it is kind of like up in the airs, because that can be questionable, because I don't know when I'm going to be doing some of these things. I just know I'm going to be doing them, and sometimes I don't know when I'm going to be doing them because it's late at night. It's or I don't know when I'm going to be doing them is because like I might have like my work might keep me up later than I expected. So like if I miss my live stream before work, I have to do a live stream late at night, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. So I think I'm done with this one. I don't know. I don't really have anything else to talk about. I don't know what to talk about. Don't listen to me. I like hold my my words with a grain of salt, because most of the stuff I say is just like it's like, what was it, like it's hot garbage. What was this? Hot garbage. There was this funny skit I saw on Facebook years ago where this guy face swapped his face onto his kids' faces. So like whenever he made like this whole skit on like how he's trying to feed his kids, and his kids didn't want to eat his food, and his kids kept saying like, "Dad, this is hot garbage. I don't want this." I'm like, oh my gosh. But like what I have to say, like half my stuff makes no sense. It's all hot garbage in my opinion. Oh gosh. Ah man. Here we go. Here we go. Oopsies. TMP, and it's 22. Man, I gotta really sit down and think about. I really got to sit down and think about like how do I make these live streams more entertaining, more interesting. What can I do? Like really, what can I do? I really would like to know. Like I need to ask questions. on what I could do to make the outside of the drawing content. Like that would be so, if I had unlimited hours and free evenings or free 4 hours, or if I had like 3 hours available every day to do a live stream, I would be more open to cool like art requests, because I would love to do that. It'd be kind of fun. I would love to do something like that, but I just can't do it because it requires more than I can give in my daily live stream. And maybe in the future that will change. I can see that might happen in the future. I don't know when, but this one actually turned out pretty good. I'm not sad by this one. I liked how this turned out. This is a good overall cactus. As you can see, I've kind of changed it up. Now I'm going back to the square rectangular background and then having the gray background, and I'm stopping doing the circles. I thought that'd make the drawing quicker, but apparently it's not. It's actually slowing me down a bit. I think the reason why is because now that I am doing that background frame, I'm treating the abstract shape or the abstract painting in the background a little bit differently. It's like affecting me more on a subconscious level, and I'm thinking I'm not being as spontaneous because I'm more conscious of the background and how it looks. But anyways, that is it for the day. I got to get going. I am pretty tired, and I hope you enjoyed today's live art stream. Maybe in the future I'll find more entertaining things to talk about. But anyways, I wish you all the best. Thank you so much, and cheers.